Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to our October town hall. Can you guys believe it's October already?
No, I can't. I can't believe I'm starting to talk about the end of the year.
I know. Well, we're already talking about 2022, actually, is what we're talking about. So it's wild. You know what else I can't believe? I can't believe my daughter is 18 and she had her last volleyball game ever last night. And I mean,
maybe not.
Well, they got a playoffs. Yeah, that could happen.
There's still a chance.
There's
still a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance? No, anyway,
there's a very small chance. Yes. We played a team last night. We lost in 3. They're the number 1 team. And they probably were overall about a foot taller than us. We are short. Our daughter is 5'10". She is the tallest on the team by a lot.
And she's shorter than like 3 of their players. So anywho, I know you guys have been waiting to hear updates.
Yeah, you guys have been like, what is happening in high school volleyball these days? We also had our youngest daughter, she's in 8th grade. It was her last game last night too. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of one of those nights that you go through the whole night and you're like, I'm going to feel what I feel. And you don't really feel anything except for before and after. In the middle of it, you're like,
you're just there in the moment.
You're just there in the moment.
I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but it's important information. Your children grow up and it happens fast.
I remember we used to be like at restaurants with like 3 toddlers because our kids are very close in age.
And we had, as self-controlled as we try to be, we had that toddler parent face.
Yeah, and we had, kids climbing all over us. And people would come up to you in the middle of, and they'd, you'd have 3 kids and they'd have stuff all over them and you're trying to eat your food semi-warm. And people, and some cute little old lady always walks up and goes,
so precious.
Oh, enjoy every moment. And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about right now.
I'm not enjoying any of these moments. You see this shirt I just pressed that has vomit on it right here? Enjoy that, really?
But they're right. So just the other day, we're like, why doesn't anyone ever tell you? Why didn't random people come up in a restaurant and tell us? Enjoy every minute.
I'd have taken so many more pictures and video. Just kidding. Hey, we're in a little spicy mood today. Watch out. Great to see y'all. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to dive right into our first part of it, and we're going to spend some time with Martin. Hey, Martin, can you give everybody a wave?
There you are. Hi, Martin. So good to see you. Do you have your mic on? Can you talk out loud to us? Oh, there you go. We hear you. You're famous. Yeah. You're on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
Much better than I was for a long time. I did get the COVID-19. It was in mild form because of the 2 vaccinations against COVID-19 that I received.
Fantastic. So you had gotten the vaccination, but then you got COVID, but it was mild because you had the vaccine. Oh, but so we're glad you had the vaccine, but we're sorry that you got sick.
Yeah.
You look good.
You're feeling better now?
Yes, I am.
Good. When did you start feeling better?
About early in October, early this month.
Okay, good. Do you have any fun plans coming up?
Not really, because I'm glad we have the rain. We can't do very much since it is raining. Now we can't go on many outings these days.
That's true.
Today's
beautiful, though.
But I do like to have the rain.
We're happy about the rain too. We need the rain, huh?
Yes, we sure do.
What kind of outings do you like to go on, Martin?
What did you say?
What kind of outings do you like to go on?
Of course, what I enjoyed earlier this year, seeing the gold rope redwood trees on the Pacific coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did you go on an adventure? Did you get to do an overnight trip?
Yes, we did. We talked to Juanita and I went to
You guys went to Oregon.
Yes, we went to Oregon. We enjoyed an observatory. and we
You went to the, did you go to the aquarium?
aquarium. Yes, we did.
Wow, that was a great adventure. You went with Juanita?
Yes.
Yeah. You love your adventures with Juanita, huh? You guys get to go on lots of fun adventures.
Right.
You've worked with Juanita for how long now?
I've been working with him for about 10 years now.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Yeah. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell everybody? Anything you want to talk about?
Not really, except to say that I am getting a lot better now.
We are so happy to hear that.
Sure are.
Yeah. So so you are feeling better, and today is sunny. So maybe you could even go for a walk or something today.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of rain, but today's pretty.
I'm still not sure about how I just don't think, sometimes I don't think that the exercise PTs have been doing really help that much.
To talk to his doctor about that.
Yeah.
I think it's not exactly a waste of time, but I just don't feel like I'm still I don't want to get more illness.
That's so super true. You have always been a
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I was just going to say what a truth teller Martin is. He always tells the truth. He is a truth teller.
He just went to go see his mental health, and
yes, and I'm being discontinued from mental health.
Whoa.
They say I'm going to be going. Most of the prescriptions that I'll be taking will be provided by Dr. Hosher, my main doctor.
That is good. So that means you're very stable. You're very stable.
That's a 10-year goal that he's had. 10 years ago, he put on his paperwork that in his 10-year goal is to get off of mental health.
That is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. That is great news.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Sometimes those big goals take us a while to get to, but they're important, huh?
Yes, they are important.
That's right.
I'm glad I don't have to be going to mental health now. I've been going for about 20 years.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on meeting that goal. That is a really good goal and says good things about how you've been taking care of yourself and making sure you have the right medications and support all around you, huh?
Yes.
That is awesome. Great job. Anything else you want to share before we go?
I can't really think of anything, though. I'm going to be shaving I have to get from going to be shaving my whiskers. I didn't do it yesterday, and I'm going to do it today.
Good. How about your staff? You want to say anything nice about the people you work with?
Yeah, well, just to say that they're doing a good job looking after me.
That's awesome.
Who's with you today, Martin?
What did you say?
Who is with you today, Martin?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Brian. Who's with you today? Who's your staff today?
Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Hi.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for helping us out with some good news. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, Martin, it was super good to see you. We are very, very happy to hear that you're feeling better and that you had mild symptoms of COVID and that you've had some good adventures. And maybe today with sunshine, you can have another baby adventure today.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day. Go for a walk or something.
Yeah,
but take care of yourself. We understand.
Why don't you say it to last?
Oh, take care of yourself.
Yes.
All right. Well, Martin, it was very good to see you. We've been on trips together. Huh?
I'm glad that your cell phone works as well as the one that Brian's has been working on.
Good. So yeah, it was good to be able to talk to you and see you and spend a little time together.
Yes.
All right. It was good to see you. We'll talk to you later, Martin.
Yes, thank you.
Bye, Martin. Bye, Brian.
Bye, guys.
I guess
I love that.
That was some super fun, good news. I'm glad.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we got to hear that. That's just, I mean, those are a 10-year goal. Holy moly.
Right?
Holy moly.
Seriously, what 10-year goals are you working on right now?
I was afraid you were going to ask me that. I was like, what's a 10-year goal?
Well, I don't know if we call it a 10-year goal, but wow. Have y'all noticed that she's like, a third of the woman she used to be, or Portia, she's you're doing great, babe.
Thank you.
Lost a ton of weight.
Yep, that has been something I have struggled with, and I've been working on really hard. In the middle of COVID, it kind of hit me like, if I don't start making improvements, we're gonna start having health issues and other things. So I started making improvements, and my coach, I have a coach, actually a health coach, and she says it's simple, it's not easy. And it's true. It's simple. We all know what to do, but it doesn't make it easy.
Most things in life are. Most things that we work on and focus on aren't complicated. We know what to do. It's but it's hard because there's something about it that we don't want to do. You have a relationship problem, it's usually pretty simple to fix it. You just gotta say sorry and listen a little bit. But I'm pissed. I don't really want to say sorry, and I want him to fix it before I fix my part of it. So it's simple but not easy.
Yeah.
So
what you've been working on that's simple but not easy.
Oh, you knew you were gonna ask me. Yeah. Long story, keeping it short, I haven't been exercising much until recently. So I started running again, and it's good for me because, I've kind of got a natural runner's body, got these legs that go 85 feet and I'm fit. I should just run, like get off my lazy butt and do it. And so I got this little app, because there's an app for everything. It's because my goal is to be able to consistently run a 5K without walking a step. That's my goal. That's about 25 minutes of running for me. And, and because if I'm doing really well, it's about 25 minutes. And that's my stamina goal. Also good for blood pressure. And so I got this little app. It has you run like 2 minutes, then walk a minute, then 2 minutes. So it kind of like guides you through it. So every day you're like doing a little bit more running, a little less walking. And so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I've been doing this now for I don't know how long, you tell me. Anyway, I'm pretty badass about this. I've got it dialed in. And so today was 10 minutes of running, 5 minutes of walking.
Allie's asking you, is it Couch to 5K? Is that the one you use?
No, that's a great question, Allie. It is, it's fine on my phone, my watch better. It's called a 5K runner, whatever that means. But I like it because it thinks for me, Anyway, because I don't know what to do, but so there's a 10-5-10 today, and I do the first 10 minutes. And by the way, when I run, calling what I do running is kind of an insult to runners. It qualifies as a light jog, but I'm just not walking. And so I do 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, that was all right. Did the 5-minute walk. I'm like, I don't feel as refreshed after those 5 minutes as I thought I'd feel. Then I did the next 10 minutes, and about 5 minutes in, I'm like, okay, this is not easy. And like 2.5 minutes to go, I phoned it in. I said, I'm walking. I'm done. I'm out.
People want, Tyler would like a kickball tournament.
Because there is so much consistent cardio in a kickball tournament.
I know. Yeah. Dare to dream, Tyler. Dare to dream.
Seriously. I think I'd get as much cardio exercise from a Fortnite tournament.
Yeah, if you can drink beer and play a sport, it is not a sport. That is our rule.
That's right. Seriously. No, it's the definition. If you get better at the activity, the more beer you drink, it's not a sport. That's why bowling is not a sport. Because you're
gonna make enemies.
That's all right.
It's all right.
I got some people agreeing with me. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna drink some water.
I don't know if they can read it in that angle. The light, there's a glare.
Can you see it? My favorite employee gave me this cup. I brought it to work special for my favorite employee who bought me that.
But we're not going to tell you who that is.
No, she shall remain nameless, Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie. She sits there and does a full-on brag.
I got this in the mail and it made me so happy. Yes, it says, my favorite employee gave me this cup. I laughed out loud. My kids actually, you get boxes in the mail, and of course your kids always want to open it. And so they opened it and they're like, and they laughed out loud and they showed it to me. I laughed out loud. It made us happy. All right. So we're going to now move on to some upcoming event.
My favorite child gave my wife this mug and I'm drinking out of it.
Yeah. That was my birthday present. My birthday present. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll try to keep you guys entertained and interested.
Okay. So we're going to do giveaways.
It's not a sport. Come on, Brian. Yes. Beer pong. Well, beer pong, they get to sport in college. Oh, come on, Andy. Yeah, Cubs 5K. Let's do it.
All right. Well, we're going to do caregiver appreciation now. We're going to do some giveaways. So if you happen to be a field staff, either an LC1 or an LC2 or an LG1 or an LG2 or an LG3, put your name, where you're from, like which office you're in, and how long you've been doing caregiving in the chat. And Mary is going to pick some winners. What are our prizes today, Mary? Oh, sorry. It's a surprise. You don't get to know. So you just have to take a leap of faith and say that you're a caregiver and that you're an LG 1, 2, or 3 or an LC 1 or 2 and what office you're in, and we'll do giveaways.
Absolutely. Probably not going to get Melanie's my favorite employee mug, but
yeah. Cool. Sorry. So, there's only one of those.
In existence.
All right. Well, as we're doing that, we'll come back to the chat. We just want to talk about our holiday parties and paloozas. So what we did this year is we give every office or every region an opportunity, because everyone's kind of in a different place right now. We're on a spectrum of really feeling the need to get together or the need to not get together. And so we wanted to honor all of that. So there are some holiday parties and paloozas coming up. Paloozas are more going to be, so holiday parties are just what you think that they are. And so in Far North, we're actually doing it at the Civic. I can't believe we take up a Civic Center now. It's crazy. It is we'll have a big bash. We're all going to dress nice. We actually are going to have dancing and we have a DJ. It's going to be a really fun event. So that's happening in Far North on November 20th. It is a Saturday at the Civic because that's the only day we can have the entire Civic is on a Saturday. Redwood Coast, you're doing 2 events. And hey, Michelle, you guys are doing paloozas, right? Or are you doing actual parties?
Yeah, we're doing paloozas.
That's what I thought. So you guys are doing paloozas. You want to give us a second of detail about your palooza?
Yeah. So staff and clients will come to the office and we'll have it decorated for Christmas. There'll be some goodies that they get to take home, like a stocking, and then there'll be presents. So every staff and client will get a wonderful individual present that is purchased just for them and about them. So it feels special from their CF. And then we may have some other little fun things to do in the office. So it's a fun time to get together and enjoy it. All
right. Amanda, are you on this call? Oh, there you are. I see you. Not so you tell us what you're doing in San Jose, because this is a little different this year.
Yeah, this year we're gonna do a winter ball, and we're gonna do dancing and kind of go all out for Christmas this year. So our team is very excited, and everybody's gonna get dressed up and fancy. It's gonna be great.
Do you have a dress yet, Amanda?
No way.
Oh, I can't wait to see. I heard that you are the most beautifulest rainbow unicorn the world has ever seen, Amanda.
Oh, we'll see. I'm not sure if Mary put it on. Hopefully not. But yes, I was.
So we know you can be fancy. We'll come back to you. You get to talk more later about how fancy you are. Is a picture on the slide? Oh, we are so sad. We might
Oh,
have to have
we
might have to have a special guest
we have-
appearance.
we have special magic powers.
Yeah, we do have special magic powers. Okay.
Especially, and they're always used for noble reasons, like embarrassing people that we love. So,
All right, Amanda is on the same program I'm on, so she will look very hot December 16th. We've been working hard on what we're doing. Okay, options. What are you up to, Miss Melanie? I'll do this as you talk.
Thank you. That's a great mug you have there. So we're doing paloozas, individual team paloozas, and they all will be completed by the 16th. And we have a drive-through event planned at the office. And we have a stocking drive, which is kind of fun. Employees actually donate items to fill the stockings for clients. So this year they're going to be double the size that they were last year. So we're really excited about that. And the drive-through will have like hot cocoa, and all of us are going to be dressed up in either an ugly sweater or, and not just the ones from my closet, but an actual Christmas ugly sweater. So we're planning on doing a drive-through at the end. So
that is awesome. Fun. All right. Is Rhonda on? If not, maybe someone else from East Bay can talk about what are you guys doing in East Bay?
I'm here. We are still working it out. I think the Concord office is going to do an event together. They're looking at maybe a fun holiday movie and get together. Pleasanton actually is exploring a Christmas train through Sunol Canyon, and so it'll have some individualized components to it, but doing smaller outdoor outings, or so still in the works, to be decided by the end of this month.
awesome.
All right, a little bit of mystery. It's October. It's October. You guys can have some mystery in your events. All right, super fun. I love hearing all those great ideas, and I love seeing everyone getting excited about our holiday parties and paloozas this year. So,
And it is fun seeing how people are doing different things in different spaces. You know,
yeah,
it's cool.
based on what is around and what everyone's
Local-
comfortable with,
local creativity. You know, it's cool. It's cool.
super cool. All right. So yes, we have retreats coming up in 2022. We're already starting to talk about this. And December, we're going to talk a lot about this. Probably it'll make my heart so happy to talk a lot about this in December. So we will be talking more about this in December. So stay tuned. Can I give like a, can I give a piece of it?
Whatever you want to say, baby.
All right. Thank you.
No idea what you want to say. So no, you can't say what I don't know.
So we are gonna go ahead and do Carvel again. So
yes,
those
okay.
of you
I know
who
where you're going now. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know.
we're going to be doing Carvel again this year. We're very excited. We we're going to do, instead of like this last year, we did adventure and different things. We are going to focus on dreams. So there'll be a lot more coming, because I really feel like we need to go back to our roots of dreaming. Like it's been a really rough season. Many of us have kind of forgot what dreams even were in the middle of all this stress and
surveys are showing that people expect that we're all starting to feel surprised at how long this is all taking to deal with. And if we're not careful, or rather, if we're not intentional, we can let our psychology that we've been dealing with now for these last 20 months, become our new normal. And that would be the crappiest normal. So we're not going to let that become our crappiest normal. We're going to let our glorious normal be returning. And so we're going to get back to our roots.
So I want to give a shout out to my husband. He's awesome. I know he's like, am I? How am I awesome? Tell me all about it.
Oh, go on.
So this morning, I spent some time in prayer. This is just I get a couple mornings where I'm a little slower morning. He takes the kids to school. I get a little more time with my coffee and my journal. And I was just thinking more about, I've been talking about that we were going to do retreats, and we were going to focus on dreams. And so I made a request just this morning, and I got a yes. And so that's what I want to talk. Can I talk about that? Okay, cool.
Sure.
So anyway, I really want to focus on dreams, and I want to put some power behind dreams. So Compass is going to be donating $50,000 towards dreams in 2022, and there'll be much more to come about this in December.
But there's only one way to access that.
Yep, we have some ways you're going to get to access that money, and some ways that it's all going to work, and we'll be talking more about that next month. But I am super excited because I feel like we just need to start dreaming together again, and that is going to build our stronger culture, and we're going to move forward. We're going to start taking a step forward, and this is going to be Compass's contribution to our steps forward. So we'll be talking more about this next month, and I'm super excited. Speaking of retreats, right? We want to just go ahead and give some shout outs. If you happen to go on a retreat, I would love for you to put in the chat that you went on a retreat, and fill our chat with some fun. Like, did you enjoy the fire pit? Did you enjoy the crafts? Did you enjoy the lake? What did you enjoy? What was something that was cool? Did you enjoy the relationships? What was something you enjoyed about our retreats? And we're going to just spend a couple minutes talking about retreats. I know many of you went and helped, or were and really contributed and were a part of that. And we just want to say thank you for all that of you that made our retreats possible. Retreats was it was like we had to really make the decision and follow through with retreats. We had fires, pandemic, and people lost, and all kinds of crazy stuff, but we did it. We did our retreats, and I think again, we all need consistency, we all need grit, and we're doing that. And so this year's retreats required consistency and grit and flexibility. And I really appreciate everyone for your consistency, grit, and flexibility. If you went on our retreats, you were those things.
I'm while you're talking, I'm scanning through the comments. They're already getting fun. First of all, I did just type that out to Jeff. No to crappy new normal. That's going to be one of our Compass upcoming t-shirts. That's right, Moni. I'm glad you're going next year. That's awesome.
Allie, thank you, Allie. I know, Allie, thank you. I know you stepped up kind of last minute because we had literally a fire a mile away for a minute, and then it got under control and got handled. We had miraculous rain. It was we had a lot happen this summer. Anyway, when all that happened, we had to switch a bunch of retreats around, and it meant that some people couldn't go when they thought they could go, and so we had to have new leaders step in, and we had a lot of people that stepped up, and Allie was one of the ones that stepped up and went on a retreat. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, Dylan goes tomorrow. Yay, Dylan.
Well, maybe Jeff got dumped in the lake on purpose, as you said. So Dylan, watch your back. Watch your back. I
don't think there's lakes scheduled for his retreat. I think he'll be all right.
Probably not. So, yeah, that's right. And I love Kirsten. She's in my fiscal department. She's one of us.
She does spreadsheets and checks.
They just keep us locked up kind of in a cave. They don't let us out very much. But she went on a retreat. It's a great time. I saw some of the pictures for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, she and Sol went, and Sol is in our HR department. She went and sent us personally some pictures, and we loved. Totally. It was like,
okay, Julia, what the heck are you talking about? You miss your home under the road. You gotta unpack that. Unmute yourself and unpack that.
I may have done some adventuring while at my second retreat, and
and I may have recorded the said adventure.
So you know how there's the tubes under that little bridge
by
the gulch?
Yeah, we're finding rocks to paint. We needed to find a rock that looked like a pickle, and Julia went looking in the drain.
So you basically went spelunking through a drainage tube.
I'll email it to you.
Oh,
I'll show you.
Awesome. Well, hey.
My first email to Eric will be this video. Love that.
It's awesome. As it should be. It should be.
Please don't say that out of context. Oh wow! I cannot wait to see the Julia spelunking video. That'll be. In fact, I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say. I'm thinking Compass Instagram. That's it.
Yeah, and thanks to you who went on
you
too.
Have to send it out, Julia. You don't get to not.
I see. Yeah, I see. Erica, you're going on your second one. Awesome. I know Hannah went on too. Julia went on too. So, who? JLo went on too. So thank you. If you didn't even just do one, but 2 retreats, that's extra cool. All right. We are gonna hand the mic over to Amanda, who's gonna talk about good news happening in San Jose. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so there it is. All right, moving on.
Oh, wow.
Moving on. So
I think we all need to stay here for a moment.
Yeah. So
okay, Amanda, what were you thinking when you were in this picture? What thought was in your mind during this moment? Do you remember?
Good Lord, I know it's gonna get posted. Okay, so good news, San Jose. They keep me stretching me out of my box. That's what San Jose does. No, but San Jose, I honestly just have to give a shout out. We have been working on community for a while. I've been in San Jose for about 4 years now, and
4 years, really?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
It's been a minute. So when I first got here, community was a struggle. There were a lot of, it's hard because of traffic, or it's hard because of all of these things. And there was a lot of it's hard. But I really have to give shout outs to the teams and clients and staff. We have turned the ship, and community is now one of our strengths. And
awesome.
We have, with COVID, community actually even got stronger, and we've had a greater turnout in COVID of community than pre-COVID. So that is just a testament to everybody's just faith in one another, and just hunger and desire to come together. So the pictures that we have is our ice cream social / bingo day that we did on the left, and then we had a fun barbecue in June on the right. And each turnout we've had has gotten bigger and bigger, leading up to our Bravo Buck event that we just had on Wednesday. So Bravo Bucks and retreats. So we had pumpkin bowling. We had to move it inside because of the rain. So we had some pumpkin bowling going on. We had people dressing up and showing up. We had in our office 60 people, all wearing masks, being safe, but giant event. And then one of the other things that we're really working on, you can go ahead and go, Mary, since you.
I want to say, Abira, you look fantastic.
Yeah.
Good job. You're quite devilish there. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So all the admin have dressed up. We had Red Riding.
Who's Iron Man?
That's Greg.
Greg, good job.
Yeah.
Wearing your mask and everything. Good job.
He was. But one of the other shout outs I want to give to everyone is working on goals and working hard to help clients meet goals. These are just two pictures, but some of the dreams and goals that we've been running after is weight loss. As a region as a whole, we've had a ton of clients have that as their goal. And the picture of Donna on the right, she's lost over 50 pounds since March, since coming home. And she's just worked really, really hard at losing weight and gaining strength and being able to transfer herself again. And that's just really amazing. And then for dreams, Mayan, he had a dream of getting out of San Jose. He's been in San Jose for a long time, and he just wanted to take a trip out of the area, and his dream was to go to Sonic. And so we made that happen, loaded him up in the Compass van and took him to go get a burger and fries, and couldn't wipe the smile off his face. Some other things that we've done is take, clients on fishing in the ocean was a giant dream that we were able to help a client achieve this year. And just, it has been really fun to see people come together to help one another, not only in community, but with their dreams and goals. So we've been working hard at having fun and achieving things.
That's awesome.
Good job. I think we need to go back though. Go back to the, let's end here. Let's go back.
One more.
Nope, one more.
No, one more. Because this is what Compass is all about. Right
Oh. Good job, Rainbow Unicorn, Amanda. Good job. She loves us. She does. She has to tell herself that a lot sometimes, but she does.
Every day.
I don't know that I could do anything else, but look at that picture right now. I don't know. It's so awesome. All right, we only have, I was only 34. We got to hustle. All right, well, that was tremendous, good stuff. Great
I loved
news.
hearing all that.
Absolutely. We're going to keep doing more and more of that stuff when we get together because, we're not accepting the crappy new normal. We're getting back to our powerful roots. And what it is, we get to do something that's really special. We get to do things that are special and be with people who are special, not in a limited way, but just truly a joy. Mm-hmm. Not always, nobody's always a joy. I'm always a joy. I am always a joy. Not everybody
False.
Rude. Just because somebody thinks just because you're somebody's favorite doesn't mean you need to be rude. Right. No, but what we do really is just it's a gift that we can do this, and so we need to focus on that. All right. Do you have some business?
Yep. So we're still working on our WIG goal. We are at the top of the mountain though. We have 93% progress in getting everyone in ideal schedule model. We know that represents a tremendous big heavy lift. I actually, so we have Compass Giving coming up for our leadership team, and I was meeting with our speaker, and I was just talking to her about how we underestimated this pandemic full on. We were like, it's going to be a year. And so we actually thought we were being really clever and we were going to start Renaissance right at the end of the pandemic. We did not really mean to work on this goal in the middle of a pandemic. So we were a little off on how long this all was going to take. But all that said, our team,
like Monty Python says, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah,
nobody.
No one did. But we did think we were timing it to be at the end of the pandemic, not in the middle of the pandemic. And we've been so grateful for our team. You guys really have shown up and done an incredible job. I'm going to let Eric talk about the bonus rollout update. We have a little ways to go on the ILS progress, but we have some fun things and things that are going to be changing for ILS that I think will make that a reality. And then we look forward to our 2022 goal, which is going to be around retention, around us sticking together.
Well, so the bonus rollout update, this is SLS related. Our first bonus checks did go out in the month of September. And as you know, we just basically did it at about a halfway point just because the system wasn't quite ready. We wanted to do it right the first time, and we didn't want to make a mistake. So we just said, we're just going to not even pay attention to what the scores are. We're just going to give this amount of money just to say thank you and thanks for giving us another month to get it right. Well, we got it right. Checks, and it's on this paycheck that people are hitting today, and people are getting their scores today. I'm excited.
It'll be coming in an email. Definitely look at it.
So you'll know what your teams did, and if you're guides here on the call with us today, you'll know what you did and what your household did. And again, this is for people who have signed a REN2 agreement only to get your job acceptance, your official job. Even if you're working in other homes, filling in holes, you have to sign that job and then you're eligible. We're giving out $23,000 in the month of October in bonuses for performance. So that's really, really good. Really excited about that. Remember, this is a 6-month experiment. Nobody's doing this in our industry. I mean, what we're doing here, what we're trying to really do is acknowledge people. It's a hard job, and we're trying to focus folks' attention on some of our big 7 goals and metrics for SLS. And
we're also trying to acknowledge if you work in more challenging homes with more challenging individuals or people that just have a few more needs.
Exactly. So, or if you're working in more homes.
Yeah. NCFs that are working with a lot of staff and.
Exactly. So we're trying to build some systems that acknowledge all of that sort of stuff. But it's a 6-month experiment. So we're going to be paying a lot of attention to how it goes and
if it works,
if it produces better service. Because ultimately, this is all about trying to produce an outcome for our clients that makes a difference, make their service better, help them to have more stable teams, because that's a huge big deal for our clients.
So Eric and I are investing, like you said, $23,000 this month and moving forward, probably that or more in an experiment. And so we appreciate everyone's hard work in making the experiment as possible as we can make it,
and it's as effective. It's kind of like planting seed. We're planting seed to see what grows. But as my pastor says, a wise man plants his seed, a foolish man eats his seed, and not his bread. So we're planting seed. We're going to see what grows, and we're going to give ourselves a 6-month window to evaluate this. We'll be communicating more in the future about if this is a long-term thing or not, but we are hopeful.
Yep. All right. So our ILS corner is that we've been alluding to the fact that we're making some changes in ILS, and that change has begun. Jennifer, our vice president, has taken over leading ILS. She just met with me this week, has some audacious and exciting goals for ILS. We have a lot of work to do to bring ILS.
Is one of her goals that everybody gets blue hair like she has?
Nope, that's not a goal. But we are hopeful and excited about really bringing up our ILS services, making sure that it is meeting the needs of our individuals, that we have a vibrant and awesome team, powerful team working together. And she is also, we're looking at new ways that we can have a program that meets people's needs. So we're even looking at some creative new programs that might come alongside of ILS. So anyway, there's a lot happening there. You'll hear it more and more as it rolls out and comes to fruition. But we just wanted to acknowledge this, that we are investing, quote unquote, one of our best, and giving her the opportunity to look at ILS and make some pretty wholesale changes to provide the best service possible.
Somebody just yesterday asked me about kind of what's the purpose behind ILS at Compass, and I said, well, quite frankly, there are thousands of people in California who need a little service. They may not need a lot, as SLS would provide, or as a residential date program or a residential group home might provide, or whatever, but they need something, or maybe they need more, but they're only willing to accept a little. And that's that's a big part of what ILS can do, is it allows us to touch a whole lot more people and bring some joy and help them achieve their dreams. So we are committed to it.
Yep. So that's what's happening in ILS. And again, more to come. All right. Training and excellence, as many of you have experienced, and if you haven't, you will be experiencing our LG2 and 3 training. I just want to let just kind of say out loud, if you've been with us for a long time, you are not going to experience an epiphany of new training. This is a lot of our previous training materials retooled, put into different formats, put into some videos, put into some webinar type structure. So this is not going to be vastly and dramatically new information if you've been with us for a while.
We had lunch with one of our Life Guide 3s recently, and she had just gone through a section of the training, and she asked a very honest question. She said, did I miss something? Because I didn't really learn information that I didn't already know. She's been a Life Guide 3 for a decade. And and we said, actually, no, you weren't meant to learn things, because you're one of our all-stars, and you've been doing this for a long time. But we want to make sure you, as an experienced Life Guide 3, is aware and experiences yourself the training that all of your 1s and 2s will receive, and all future Life Guide 3s will receive, to make sure that we are all speaking the same words, knowing the same things, and can support each other that way. Oh, she said, that makes a lot more sense. So if you've gone through it and you thought to yourself, hey, I thought I was going to feel a whole lot smarter at the end of it. Well, actually, you should say, I am pretty smart because I know this stuff, and I'm glad I'm going to help other people learn it too.
But this is now going to become our new standard, and we're looking for, in the next few months, we're looking to make sure everyone gets through the training, the LG2 and 3 training that needs it. If you're an LG2 or an LG3, if you're an LG1, you're all good with just our open program. But this is something we are rolling out. We're currently having 50 and 40 individuals go through it at a time. We're going to get this into a more manageable little pace, but it's going to take us a few months. So if you're a CF, we do need you to help us get your team through the training and make sure that they see the importance of it, and make sure that they are on board and present and all that good stuff for our training, LG2 and 3. So our goal is to be caught up by April. So that sounds really far away, but when you're putting 40 and 50 people through at a time and you have 600, you can do the math and see that it's going to take us a little while to get everyone caught up. So we're going to keep talking about this, and we need you to keep talking to your team and helping them to prioritize this training.
I'm really excited about it. And I'm to be honest, I'm like, let's pat ourselves on the back for this, because what we're doing with this Life Guide 1, 2, and 3 training mechanism is we are so cutting edge. We are already rolling out in our training program what the state of California is requesting SLS agencies do in the future.
In 2020.
By 2026.
Oh, 26.
Every SLS agency has to have something like this in place. And I'm sure there will be some.
We'll have to make some modifications.
We might
probably
have to adjust something, but
I bet we'll have already met it plus, but
exactly.
That's all right. We
Well,
might have to change a few words.
Yeah, right. I'm not worried about any of that sort of stuff, but what they'll probably provide is there will probably be somebody who puts together a training program that anybody can utilize, but it'll be kind of generic and a little blah, because those universal things always kind of are. They're vanilla. Well, ours is not vanilla. Ours is Compass. And you might like vanilla, but I like Compass too. Vanilla is everybody's second favorite flavor of ice cream. Apparently.
I think it's rainbow unicorn.
Rainbow
flavor.
unicorn flavor. Ours is rainbow unicorn flavor. Yes, very good. Ooh, yummy. That's definitely something that you should wear on your head, right, Amanda? But that being said, we are super cutting edge. So I point this out because I want you guys to feel proud of yourselves. First of all, grateful we have a great team. The T&E team that's putting this together is doing a fabulous job.
With some marketing and PR help.
And with some help from QSP. There's a whole lot of people that are putting this together. So we're super, super ahead of the curve on this one, so that when our peers
join us,
peers catch up to us, we'll be farther ahead of them. Look at what is it? Lee Iacocca was saying, lead, follow, or get out of the way. We're leading. And the rest of people might be following. We'll find out. Look back and go, how's the weather back there? No, I'm kidding, but seriously.
All right. Well, that just leads us to acknowledgement, and that is that we understand this has been a very, very difficult season. We understand that there have been many of you that have both leadership and individuals in the field doing a lot of shift coverage. We want to say that we're really, truly grateful. So we, little tiny story about how the world is right now. We have lunch in the office after this, and we had to call at least 3 restaurants to see if anyone would cater today. Many of them are saying, nope, we don't have the staff, we can't.
My favorite little taco stand here in town, I went there to have lunch yesterday, and there was a handwritten sign on the door that said, sorry, closed today due to short staffing. I'm stunned.
So many restaurants are choosing not to serve people, and we don't get that choice. So we don't get the choice of today we don't feel like serving tacos because what we do is we serve people, and we serve them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we just want to say thank you. I know many CFs and ILSMs for that matter have had to go and do shifts because we've been short staffed, and although maybe there's a day or two we'd like to say, gosh, it'd be nice if we could just serve tacos and say no thank you today. But we do something so much more valuable, so much more important, and
so much more life critical.
And so we don't get to say that. And so thank you for showing up and doing all the extra that needs to be done these days. We are, I know we say on here, managers, we know you're working around the clock. We know many of you have even done overnight shifts. So don't think that Eric and I are not aware of the things, and we are doing everything we can in our power to change the situation, and bring in the new staff and keep the staff that we have. And some of it's working. We do have some referrals coming in. We're asking for more referrals. And we hired, I believe, 8 people last week, and we were on schedule. I didn't hear the final, but that we were hiring 7 people this week. So we are doing some hiring, and we are trying to make the situation better, but it is just unfortunately the world we live in, but we don't get to say no tacos today. So we'll keep doing what we're doing. And I do want you to know we appreciate you, and we know it's hard. And I've been doing this line of work for 25 years, and this is the hardest I've ever seen it. So if you're still here, you're still standing, and you're still doing it, you're doing the hardest thing I've seen done in 25 years. So good on you for being, having grit beyond a lot of other people. All right. Some of the ways you can help in the season, of course, we would love to see you go on some of our reviews. A lot of people, when they're looking for a new job, they do go check out Glassdoor. They check out your Google, your Facebook. And of course, people that aren't happy are a lot more likely to go say something than someone that is happy. So if you enjoy your job and you would like to leave a good review, we would love that. Indeed is also a good place for you to leave a review. So if you, be honest, we're not asking you to, make everything rainbow unicorn, but
except for your clothes.
But if you happen to, enjoy your job and you have some really, good facts about why you like what you do, we do encourage you to go on. If you need more information about some ways to do that, definitely reach out to our marketing and PR, and they can give you even some links about some places that you can go. I know Indeed and Glassdoor are 2 that we would love to see our reviews happier on.
Exactly. So if you're of the kind and you're willing to do that, one thing I would suggest is just get on there and say your why. Why do you have this job? Because a lot of people are looking for, again, this is being called the Great Resignation in our country, because so many people are reevaluating their life in light of this post-pandemic. What kind of life do I want to have? What will encourage people to think about a place like Compass is your why.
Jeff, you had to read Jeff's comment.
I know, I love it. I know,
Thank you,
Jeff, you're becoming my new favorite employee.
You can send him a mug.
Exactly, send me a mug, right? That wasn't a hint. No, but get on there and tell your why. So, I do this because I get a chance to, boom, and we can spend hours all sharing our whys with each other. And I've wept as I've read many of your whys. Those things will impact how people think, because people aren't just looking for a paycheck. They're looking for significance. They're looking for a career that they can go at the end of the day. My life mattered because of my job.
Yeah. And place to belong. So
exactly.
Hopefully you're finding that there, and that's something you can do. Sol asked the question, what is something that we can do? Go on, say your why, do reviews, refer individuals. If you're having a hard day, don't spew on Facebook. Those are all the things that we can all do. The other things that you can do is just have lots and lots of grace for each other. Go out of your way to help make someone's day a little bit better, because I think you can truly, one of the things Brene Brown says is, what would it be like if I believed everyone I was encountering was doing their very best? And I want you to just kind of think about that. Like, what would that mean? That is grace. What would it mean if, when I have someone call in and say they were late, if I thought, I bet they're doing their very best. I bet something is just going wrong today. I bet they had a flat tire today. I bet they are doing their very best. If we could really ingest that as our philosophy, that people are doing their very best, it's just that sometimes their best is not as good as we'd like it to be. How would we approach them? What would that look like? So when your coworker is maybe not, it's not helping you, what would it look like to give them a little bit of grace, to give them a little bit of generosity, and maybe ask them how you could help them, or just reach out to your fellow human being and have grace and think to yourself, this individual is doing the very best they can, and I just want to help them to have the best day possible. All right.
So have grace for each other, have grace for your leadership. you know, and let me say this about your leadership. We are all figuring this out as we go. There was never, nobody ever went to school and said, here are and got a degree in global pandemic management. That degree does not exist. So we are all figuring this out together. And I mean that together. So so your spirit and your thoughts and your ideas matter a whole lot to everybody. Mm-hmm. So lots of grace.
And the more you can have an us mentality and not a them mentality, the better off we're gonna all get through this. Right. And I know I do this in my own life. I come to a situation, maybe my kid's school, and I'm like, oh, they, la, 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 la. And then if I can say we, it changes everything. It changes the conversation. Then I have a role to play. I have something to add to the conversation. I have something to give. And I'm not just looking to blame my kid's school for X, Y, or Z. So see how you can include yourself in each and every conversation. And let's get through this together. All right. Moving on to some question and answers.
Nope. Well, I guess the first question, yes. Well, but
no wonder.
That's why I was trying to hurry up.
I know.
Okay, so I want to try to get through this in less than 5 minutes because I want to have some time for some of our questions. But we do have some updates regarding COVID and Compass and our.
Well, this answers like 3 of the questions.
Exactly, and 3 of the questions were about how are we going to handle the mandate, how are we going to handle the exceptions, and all that sort of stuff. We've sent out memos. Sadie and I have put out a couple of videos that kind of express our heart. I'm going to express our heart one more time.
We sent out a memo. We actually sent out a letter to stakeholders as well. So if you hear about that,
exactly.
We sent out a letter to stakeholders.
Compass needs to be a place where people have their safety needs honored. We don't want people to be afraid, or rather overly afraid, because we're around. Compass also needs to be a place where people have their freedom needs honored. And so we are not going to be a vaccination cop. We are not going to be a organization that
vaccination shame factory.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to do that. And so so if you're dealing with people and they're like, have you been vaccinated? How can you can say or how can you employ people who have exemptions? So you know what? We are giving people a choice in terms of 2 ways that you can honor someone else's safety. You can honor someone's safety needs by vaccinating, or you can honor someone's safety needs by, if you're choosing not to be vaccinated, testing and masking. Those are 2 options a person can choose to honor other people's needs for safety. And if that's not enough, then we're saying, I'm sorry, we're not going to partner with more than that, because now you're not honoring other people's needs for freedom. So that is absolutely a core value decision for Compass. And I kind of suspect that we're going to be a little unusual in our industry in that way. And if that's the way it is, I'll be very happy to be unusual. I'm not trying to pick a fight. I'm not trying to offend anybody. This is just our stance, what we think the morally right thing to do is. So if you're choosing not to be vaccinated and you get your medical or your religious exemption, thank you for testing and masking. And if you're choosing to be vaccinated, you're not having to test and mask. Thank you for addressing your and everybody else's safety needs that way as well. But they're both valid approaches for now until we really ultimately do step into a full kind of herd immunity and we can put this season behind us. But that's how we're handling it.
So Moni, your question about, Moni asked the question, how are COVID exceptions getting approved and confirmed for the employee? We will be sending out, they'll be getting a little essentially there's going to be a form to fill out. They're going to fill it out and they're going to submit it. And there's going to be something that is sent to them right away that essentially, if they have done what it needs to do for a medical, or they've done what they need to do for a religious, that it is accepted. We are not going to sit and decide people's faith. What's the good word for that?
We're not going to judge somebody's faith legitimacy.
Yeah,
we're not. If you say if you make a statement in honesty and good faith that says my religious freedom or my medical freedom suggests that I don't take the vaccine, we will honor that. Period.
Yeah.
Full stop. I am not going to sit here and go, but your pastor, your pope, your MOA has said the vaccines. I'm not going to do that, and I find actually that rather offensive that other people might. That's not.
I have
their
lots
business.
of different beliefs than my pastor.
Exactly. Bottom line is we have friends who we respect who are on both sides of the equation, and I love and honor them both. So that's how that's going to be. We're going to end. Oh, the cool thing is this is all going to happen inside of QSP. We just about finished the engineering. It's going to be deployed sometime the next week. There'll be a short little training thing. It's super simple. People are going to upload their vaccine card in QSP, or they're going to fill out here's my exemption form, and I promise to mask.
And then they're going to get reminded every week to test.
And they'll be able to upload their test results, within QSP. It's going to be super simple for folks. We want it to be that way because this creates a lot of hardship and pressure on all of us. Ultimately, we don't want to create more unsafety for our clients by not having, by creating a health and safety emergency by having, inadequate staffing.
Yeah. Our current estimations are about 25% of our staff are currently unvaccinated. And those are the 25% that actually would like to stay that way, or many of them that would like to stay that way. So if we just said you're out, you'd be losing a quarter of your staff. So I don't think any of us want that. So we're going to be putting our values up front and out loud and living them, which is, like you said, safety and freedom on this topic. Okay, that's COVID in a nutshell. Now we get 1 whole minute for questions. Linda asked about more sign language t-shirts, which I love that question, and we will be looking into some more sign language t-shirts. I see Luke has it on right now. I do really like that shirt, so we're going to be looking to have more of those shirts. We talked, Sol, about your question about staff retention and how to basically have more grace for each other, as well as write some nice reviews for us. Logan, you asked about what's coming up in the future, what's next. Hopefully this answered some of that. We have some focus on dreams coming up next. We also will be having some more conversations around training and excellence and what that will look like in the new year. We also have a group of people that we call eCore that we're going to really be spending some time and energy on in the next year. So if you're interested in being someone that's in our engagement core, those are employees of all levels of our organization. There'll be some invitations coming out in the new year because we really want to increase the group of people that are working on our eCore. And last but not least, Greg, I hope you heard, yes, we are going to have more amazing retreats next year. Stay tuned. Lots more details in December and at your Paloozas and Christmas parties. We'll have some information for you guys at those events. All right. Those are the questions we had time for. We super enjoyed spending some time with you. I have come to really enjoy our town halls.
Which is a huge transition, by the way.
Yes.
When we first started doing this,
I needed a nap afterward.
She was like, oh, this is
this
is a lot. But now she's just alive in herself. It's lovely.
All right. So thanks, guys. It was good to see you. Have a fantastic, I almost said fanatical. Have one of those too. Weekend.
Yeah. Well, Halloween's coming up. Be as fanatical as you want. Maybe wear a unicorn rainbow outfit. I don't know.
Or be the devil. One of those two. All right. Good job, guys. We'll see you later.